Hello and welcome to How to Stay in the Loop About Your Industry, virtual workshop presented to you by the Experiential Learning Hub. My name is Carolina Racton and I'm a career advisor here in the Experiential Learning Hub. I'll be facilitating the workshop today. Thank you for joining us. Before we get started, I'd like to begin with a territorial acknowledgement from the University of Guelph. It is with great respect that the Experiential Learning Hub acknowledges that the University of Guelph resides on the ancestral lands of the Attawandaron people and the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. We uphold the significance of the Dish with One Spoon Covenant and the continuing relationship our Indigenous neighbors have with this land. We recognize that today this gathering place is home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, and acknowledging them reminds us of our relationships to this land where we learn and work. I just wanted to take a moment to introduce myself. As I said, I'm a career advisor focusing on students within the Ontario Agricultural College, as well as students with accessibility needs. I completed a Bachelor of Arts in Media, Information and Technoculture and a minor in Psychology from Western University. As you can see, I'm working in a different field today. After my undergrad degree, I worked for a bit and went on to complete a Career Development Practitioner postgraduate certificate from Conestoga College. I've been in this role with the U of G since 2016. I really enjoy spending time with my family, time in nature, as well as cooking. With this slide, I'd like to take the opportunity to let you know the type of help you are able to access from the Experiential Learning Hub. We assist with career planning, including career assessments. We support with further education advising, so if you're thinking about going to grad school, we can support your planning around that. We advise on job search and networking. We also have career and employment related supports for students with disabilities, including a resource page on our website. We also have experienceguelph.ca, which is our job search database exclusively for U of G students and alumni, where you can go and look for job postings from employers that are seeking to hire our students. Of course, we support with resume, cover letter, and CV writing and critiquing as well. We offer mock interviews to give you a chance to practice your interview skills. Lastly, we host career and employment related events, which are posted on our Experience Guelph website. Currently, if you're looking for support around career development or job search, you can book a virtual appointment with a career advisor or peer helper via our website using the link provided on this slide. For your reference, we're located on Trent Lane behind Rosansky Hall. I've also included a link to our recruitguelph.ca website on here, as this is where we currently house content and resources on topics related to career development and job search. Here is a brief outline of what you will learn today. We are going to discuss that staying in the loop about your industry can certainly still be done. To begin, we will talk about some of the ways you can leverage LinkedIn to do this. Then we will move on to a few other approaches, including subscribing to newsletters and publications, finding a mentor, listening to podcasts and watching videos, and participating in virtual events related to your field. With COVID-19 turning our world upside down, keeping up with what's happening in your industry can appear daunting. Maybe you were registered for an industry-specific event and it's been canceled. Maybe you had planned a coffee date with someone in your field and it had to be postponed. No doubt this is a confusing time for job seekers and career planners, but when it comes to being in the know about your industry, there remain plenty of ways to keep yourself up to speed and ahead of the curve regarding industry trends, strengths, challenges, and needs. And since staying in the loop can be done quite easily through virtual means while continuing to practice social distancing, now is the perfect time to develop confidence in your ability to remain up to speed in your field. If you haven't jumped on the LinkedIn bandwagon yet, or if you're like many students I see who have signed up and never done much with it, now is a good time to get comfortable with LinkedIn. LinkedIn, a free professional networking tool, is an excellent resource to help you stay in the loop about your industry. Plus, if you already use Facebook, LinkedIn should be simple for you to get the hang of. For example, you can make a connection request, which is like making a friend request. And when you first sign in, your home feed shows you the latest posts and information from the people and groups you interact with, just like the Facebook news feed. Use the search bar to keep tabs on current issues, hiring trends, and more among companies in your industry. Search for a company in your field and click follow to ensure your home feed shows you what the company is posting about and even jobs they're hiring for. You can also search for groups related to your industry on LinkedIn. Just enter your search term in the search box, browse through the various groups, and click Join. Join groups and read through or participate in conversations related to your field. See what people are talking about, what needs, concerns, questions, and challenges are posed. Can you offer support or comment on any of them? Think about how you can position yourself to address some of these challenges, or at least contribute to the conversation to make yourself stand out in your field. There's truly no time like the present to give LinkedIn a try, and the best part is you can book a virtual appointment in the EL Hub if you'd like help with maximizing your use of LinkedIn. Next, you can subscribe to newsletters and publications related to your industry. You may already have an awareness of some industry associations, publications, advocacy groups, and the like in your field. Visit their websites and do some browsing to determine if there's a relevant newsletter or publication you could subscribe to and receive regularly. In this way, you would be signing up for regular, recurring dose of information pertinent to your industry. Unsure of how to find out about these? There are several ways. First, ask those you know of and respect in your field to make recommendations. What do they subscribe to or read that's informative? Again, browse through your LinkedIn feed. What are your connections in your field posting about? Where are they getting the information or articles they're sharing from? Do some digging and asking around, and you're sure to find some useful resources to subscribe to. You may also want to find a mentor in your field to connect with on a regular basis. Having a mentor, particularly someone with a few years' experience under their belt, is super helpful. This will be the person who can provide some insight into the industry based on their own lived experience. They will likely be able to offer valuable advice and updates about your industry. If you don't have a mentor, some options to find one include using LinkedIn to find someone you admire and connect with and request they be your mentor. You could also ask around your own network. See if friends, family, classmates, professors, or TAs know anyone in your industry with whom they can connect you, or perhaps one of these individuals can be your mentor themselves. Using a networking platform like 10,000 Coffees is another option. With 10,000 Coffees, you could search through a database of individuals willing to connect with others. This route works nicely since the people you find on platforms like this, as well as LinkedIn, have signed up willingly for the purpose of networking themselves. It's safe to say they're open to being approached by others looking for professional connections. Lastly, reaching out to alumni of your program, if related to your industry of choice, is another good option. These people will understand well the specifics of what you've learned in your program. Try to find alumni who have been in the industry for a few years. Introducing yourself as a fellow U of G student can be a helpful way to entice them to be open to helping you out. If you're unsure of how to approach a potential mentor and make the ask, book an appointment with a career advisor to talk strategy. Another great way to stay in the loop is through listening to a podcast or watching a video about a topic related to your industry. This can help to broaden your understanding of topics related to your field. You'll be able to listen to varying viewpoints from industry leaders and better understand current issues. This is also a great way to enhance your vocabulary in your field and develop an awareness of some of the key players. Some popular and user-friendly tools to discover podcasts include the Podcasts app for iPhone and iPad. For Android phones and tablets, try Google Podcasts or Radio Public. For videos, YouTube is always a popular choice, and Dailymotion is much of the same. You could also participate in virtual conferences, webinars, events, and training sessions. Many organizations have started to roll out virtual versions of events or training opportunities they had to cancel. And if there's a positive to being under quarantine right now, it's that some of these opportunities are likely more accessible to you than they were before. Travel time is no longer a factor, neither is finding and paying for accommodations. And speaking of paying, many virtual events are currently being offered for free as companies work to re-engage individuals in their content and work on developing their expertise in providing virtual content. Again, if you apply some of the advice above, you're likely to find out about some opportunities to virtually participate in professional development opportunities related to your field. That concludes our workshop. As you can see, there's lots of options to stay in the loop about your industry, and it's quite easy to do so in our new completely virtual world. If you have questions, please book a virtual appointment with a career advisor. We'd be happy to help you work through any of these topics that you've listened to today. Thanks again for listening today. Please don't forget to sign up for our e-news and follow our social media accounts to stay up to date about what our department is up to and learn about interesting job opportunities and events. Stay safe and be well. We wish you all the very best.